are back live with the Ultimate Pool Mixed Pairs, and live being the operative word. 3 pairs can still qualify this evening, and 2 of them are right here. This match, therefore, is massive.
Yeah, how are Megan and Liam going to respond? Because with 3 minutes to go in the previous match, they had the night absolutely in their complete control. They had everything. They were looking certain to win that match, which would mean going into this match knowing all they had to do was avoid defeat to go through. Now they've got to find a way to win this match and then hope that they get a result in the final match of the night as well. It changes everything. That felt like an absolute steal from Carrie and Shaun. 2 brilliant shots from Carrie and a great clearance from Shaun, and changed everything.
Yeah, the group table looks like this. Top of it, tied. Mary Talbot and Michael Hope, Shaun, Sharkey and Carrie Randle, both with 3 points. They've both won 1 and drawn against each other, so that sits them there at 3 points. Meg and Liam here have won 1 match, but they lost the other. We just saw that defeat. That means they must win this match. If they draw it, it's not enough. Shaun and Mary and Michael would guaranteed finish above them. So they must win this match. They must hope that Krish and Toni can salvage anything from that match with Shaun and Carrie. But for Mary and Michael and for Shaun and Carrie, they essentially have their fate kind of in their own hands. Win, and at worst, they'll have a 6-red shootout. At worst.
Yeah. And that's the decision that Michael made in the first match, wasn't it? Control.
Starting to look like a very good one.
Yeah, obviously could have taken that on. Not a massive window here for Liam.
That's a great shot.
I'm not sure he's on it.
I think they're fine.
Well,
it's tight.
I think Meg's on it, but it's not a fine shot.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, yeah. Rather you than me, Meg,
No,
but they're on it.
You can see the window is absolutely there.
Yeah, they're fine in the sense that they can see the 8 ball, but yeah, this is a toughie. Megan has made a bit of a habit tonight of making the difficult look very, very easy.
Let him down in the last match, though. Not this time. Change of break. Changes to the cut. And oh, it's an interesting decision ahead. It was the big dry break for the last 2 breaks and the last that kind of, certainly that last one that cost him, so that's why he's changed to the cut break. In fact, he's gone reds, tells us this red in the bottom end of the table must pass the yellow. Couldn't really go yellows with the 8 ball being a problem. I guess you could argue short position, but it was going to be really tough to do that. Red to the play. Extension called while Liam reaches for the spider. Delicate shot, this one. Yeah, it's gone slightly wrong. It's going to be tough to get position on the next shot. Make a case for playing the snooker. A little bit of a gamble playing that cannon. Could easily have kissed off and gone in off to the top right hand corner actually, but it's come out half okay. Still requires a delicate shot, all because of the shot with the spider. Oh, that's so good, so clever. Wasn't playing the pot top left, was playing the one top right, and the control off the jaw, fabulous.
actually think Liam's played really well tonight. Really impressed me.
I don't think they did anything wrong in the last match. That's the thing, that it can sting in this game.
Yep.
Oh, commentator's curse if ever you've seen one there, Stephen.
Sorry, Liam.
I mean, I can't believe he's done that. But yeah, going back to the previous match, you know, we can argue, you know, should Megan have pulled back to leave, try and get the snooker at the same time as playing the loss of turn, but you know, 19 times out of 20 they win that frame because of that decision that they made to play the loss of turn. And this time round, just a great shot from Carrie's completely changed the match.
It's completely flipped everything on its head.
It's kind of a free double. You might leave a double on if you don't make it, but might get the snooker anyway. But if you make the double, you're in great shape. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, it certainly was.
And would have left the double. So that was full-blooded. Might play the bump out here. It's a sort of safe bump. That's as bad as it could have landed.
Yeah, it still feels controllable.
Yeah.
Didn't want to really pop both, but it falls. The end of the world. Just now has to make a yellow off the rail, which shouldn't be a problem really for Mary. Oh, I say that.
That's all gone wrong from the cannon, trying to bump it into play. I was all for it. You know, I often talk about not moving balls if you don't have to, but it was a safe one. It just got it all wrong, really. Sort of screwed up the line rather than sort of using the cushion and bumping into the yellow, but making both really hurt.
Yeah, that was still a very surprising miss, though.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to see that at all.
Full-blooded, or do you try and edge your bets here?
No, Liam has to go, and go he does.
That's so
How
good.
good a shot is that? Deserves to be a little nicer on this 8-ball, but he's good enough.
He'll take it. Trust me, he'll take it.
He will. Fantastic double of his own. And in the 8-ball falls. 2-0 leads for Liam White and Megan Proctor.
It's tried to get there.
It really gave it a go, didn't it?
But because of where it's gone, this is not a nice layout. I think get myself reds and maybe play up for a double, knowing that the yellows are horrible. Maybe the red squeezes past the 8-ball, but I don't think so. Double from here is how easy to get nicely on the next ball. I think the natural line might be okay. I'm just going to try and screw down to the bottom right. That line's available. And he'd have been happy. It's on the one bottom left, but misses the double. Yellows are pretty horrid here. What do you do? You could just play up to the yellow on the top of the table. You're not leaving anything on. Yeah, it's a safe area of the table. Michael comes up with a big shot, and so be it.
Watching on. partnered with Liam White last year.
Chose to pot the ball to get herself a little bit closer to that yellow to make the shot more controllable, to guarantee hiding the red at the top of the table. And I'd say it's potentially a wise choice. The only thing it has done is left access to the red top of the triangle area. Now, I'm not saying you can do much with this, but not sure if that was played or not. I don't think so, in terms of trying to get that yellow up towards the 8 ball to make a mess of it. The last thing Michael wants is a drawn out frame. He wants it open and over with.
Oh, wide from Megan. Don't
Yeah.
see many of those. Mentioned it earlier how good a potter she is. You don't tend to see those types of shot from Megan
May
Proctor.
have been incredibly lucky here.
I think she has.
I think that face from Michael as he's walked around the table tells us that she has. By right, should have left everything on here. This should have been frame over. But if that red doesn't go, then it's really tough. Could play the treble. The yellows are so bad at the top of the table.
Oh, he's given that such a ride. He's very unlucky there. Really unlucky.
Yeah, easy to say in hindsight, but I think I prefer the treble because you're kind of opening up the red, not going to leave anything easy on. I suppose it's whichever way you feel most comfortable and confident of getting a chance to win the frame. I don't give away a foul though. Oh wow. I wouldn't be tempted to pot any balls here if I'm Megan. Let's play the match. 6:40, 2-0 up. What do you do? Keep it tight, keep it horrible.
Yeah, you could really make Michael absolutely
Yeah.
sweat here.
Yeah. Now that red's gone to a horrible area of the table, I like playing the clock. Yeah, that's nice.
Let's dump the ball at the bottom of the table now.
Yeah. I'd try and hide the one that's on the top cushion, because you make Michael play the one that's by the yellow. That plant is set pretty close to the 8 ball, which would be risky. What Megan is doing here, though, is setting a stall out now. The chances of her trying to win the frame quickly, are not that high anymore, with 2 yellows in a really awkward position. So this is killing as much clock as possible, and then handing the table over to Liam potentially. Same thing. Just make sure the double's not on, and then play the yellow at top left. Don't try and pot it, just leave it anywhere as long as the double's not on. Yeah, no effort to pot that. Only thing I would say is if the double is available, it's not terrible for Michael to play on it, screwing it straight back up into the triangle area. I don't know whether the double actually goes. Might even force this across towards it. Yeah, it's a great effort. So unlikely to go well.
Oh, he's got it out, so now Megan has to go.
Look at this layout on yellows now, though, from where it was a few visits ago. Wide open. Mop-up job, really, for Megan to go 3-0. I think that's okay.
Yeah, Megan's got to back herself to finish these and not almost get too in her own head about the way the frame's gone. She's been laid the gauntlet down by Michael, but she's good enough to take these out.
That's fine. Go bottom right. I like the way Liam was thinking there, and Megan disagreed, but Liam was saying just roll that through and take the yellow that's underneath the cue ball now to bottom left, which becomes an open pocket.
Yeah, a few just extra twists through the cue there of adrenaline from Megan, a bit further away from this than she maybe wanted to be. Dies it in down the rail. The ball awaits. Didn't need to do that, but what a great shot. Cheers.
Get right behind the 8 ball just to make sure, and run the clock down for good measure while you're staring at Michael. It's a tough game.
Come on, Megan, look him in the eye while you kill him. And in rolls the 8 ball. An excellent frame from both players, actually. I thought Michael got himself sort of back into it as much as he could in a way there, pretty well.
Liam barely hit that cut break. Little tap cut break. It's come out nice.
Yeah, it feels though it's wrong.
Yeah.
To watch Liam break like that.
That's nicely controlled from Liam.
It's pin perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Just pull back, leave a 3/4 ball angle just to come across the left-hand side. It's one of those you'd like to pinch the pocket just a touch and not reach the cushion, because then it allows Liam to just stun through the gap. You always wanted to leave the one top right. It's your last ball.
Yeah, Liam's just having a little giggle.
Yeah.
Tries to force it.
Yeah.
If they've blocked that red off, that might be end of visit in a shot's time. They've done enough work on the clock here to essentially win this match.
Yeah, I'm just being picky. Is what I'm saying. They've won the match. I think they know that, barring something quite incredible.
Even when Megan miscues, she still just about manages to keep it safe. Michael knew he had to really fly there and not to be.
Apart from the final 3 minutes of their second match, they've been brilliant tonight, really, haven't they? In terms of, I mean, I know there's been a couple of shots here and there. Liam's missed one and Megan's missed cue. Bit of fortune here and there, but just that final 3 minutes of match 2, otherwise they'd already be through.
I certainly would. Carrie Randle's got a lot to answer for.
Well, last time she played that, you know, last year's event, played the crazy shot that went viral, but it ultimately didn't lead them to getting through the night. This time it could be very relevant.
Handshakes out for Mary Talbot and Michael Hope. Not quite to be for that pair, but for Megan Proctor and Liam White, well, hope springs eternal. They need a result, though, to go their way in our final match of the night. One thing you can say is it might well be advantage Carrie Randle and Shaun Sharkey. Win and they're through. Next. The players that have assigned it to them, should they choose to accept it, are Liam White and Megan Proctor. They need Krish and Toni to do them a favour here and find a way to take at least a point from this match to keep Megan Liam in the night. The equation for Shaun Sharkey and Carrie Randle is very, very simple. Win and you are through. Draw and it's a 6-red shootout. Lose and you are out. Quite a lot of pressure all on one match.
Yeah, I've been saying it from the other perspective, but with 3 minutes to go in their second match, Shaun and Carrie were out. And now they have the night completely in their own hands. Would have been nice if that cue ball had tracked another foot up the table, but the double will play. This goes in. Great chance to win the opening frame. I like it as a play, in all honesty. I do like the double, because otherwise you've got to work yourself back to it. Change their mind.
Just the fact that he wasn't straight in on it made him reconsider.
I don't know. It looked straight enough, though, didn't it? Just to be able to
Well,
get the cue ball back in line to where they were. Now that, if that yellow becomes their problem at the back end, they'll kick themselves.
Yeah, I do agree. We often see, don't we? Can often look different when you're actually down on the shot at the table. He obviously, I mean, he got down and it looked at it and just felt that something wasn't right.
I think Toni actually talked him out of it. And they've left a bad angle here.
Short.
They might have to now play on the double that they turned down originally. But double to play on the 8-ball rather than yellows, which, okay, it's still, the red in the middle of the table plays quite big in terms of getting on the 8-ball, but that's the only thing I'd say that's different.
Whole frame comes down to this. This is basically the 8-ball. And in it rolls. Lovely shot.
Always said it was a double on that ball, wasn't it?
Perfect last ball, I think we said.
Yeah.
Rolls the 8. 1-0 to Toni Beszelzen and Krish Patel. He'll take that.
Sort of a soft explosion, but eventually they kind of worked out okay. Just a bit fiddly in the triangle area, and the 8-ball's gone awkward. Yeah, it's not the most inviting layout, in all honesty.
Extension.
You sort of feel like you should take these on and feel good about it, but neither set nice. Clever first shot, using that yellow to trying to hold on the red at the top of the table. Not quite got there, but done enough to make that red at the top not be a major problem. Yeah, comes back up for it. Actually may have come a touch too far up for it. About 3/4 ball now. Can force it down. Might even be touched straighter than that. That's actually worked out really well. Not what Krish played at all. He was expecting to come to the other side of that red.
That could not have landed worse. Dear, oh dear.
Krish just got his lines wrong on those last two shots, where he thought the cue ball was going and where it actually went. Were a few inches apart on both shots, throwing much wider than he was expecting.
He's made the hit, so he's not fouled. But this is a brilliant chance for Carrie Randle to almost take one against the grain. That this frame would make if they can get it over the line. 2-0 down in a sort of must get a result game versus 1-1 is absolutely huge.
Also putting the pressure onto the side of the partnership which they would like to, in terms of Shaun Sharkey would play the next 3 frames, 2 of them individually, and do it with the break as well. I think they'd be happy with that. Obviously, it's a big if though, because this isn't a guaranteed counter for Carrie at all. As long as the 8 ball's on the cushion, it's never going to be certain.
Yeah, yellow on a rail as well. There's jeopardy in this clearance for sure.
Yeah, would it be nice to have one of these yellows in the bottom half of the table as your connection to the 8 ball? Well, now there's a perfect connection to the 8 ball, but may not get back to the table. Left a double on.
Does require a good shot, mind.
Yeah, I think that you have to straighten this one up, which means leaving the red in the middle of the table a little bit thin. But one step at a time. Wow. So
Well, you
close.
see, he actually tried to force the cue ball all the way across. A let off for Carrie and Shaun. Do you get a little bit of a... have they got enough turn of angle here to have a bit of a free go at developing the 8 ball?
No, I don't think it's a free go, because yes, I think you can get into it, but if you get the cannon on the 8 ball, what are you playing next? I don't think you'd be on anything.
It's a risk.
I don't think it's worth it. I'm with Shaun here.
With that said, are you wanting to leave the yellow closest to the middle pocket as last ball?
Not necessarily. I quite like this shot. If it goes in, you're on the one to left centre and you can get out. If it doesn't, you're not leaving anything easy, but you're developing the one that's on the rail. Well, it's kind of gone back towards where it was, but
That was a tough shot, that, for Carrie. She's not the biggest at all, and that was a really difficult piece of cueing.
And she might have been playing it in such a way where she was trying not to pot it as well. She might have been just trying to get the cue ball on the top cushion and not pot the yellow. Only she'll, well, herself and Shaun will know that. Does make a difference. And
we're going to have some fun and games in this frame.
yeah, Krish has been lucky. We saw that in the last match when Meg got lucky. Similar sort of scenario. Got to be patient here though if you carry. You've got to be patient. This is the halfway point in the match. And
Is some stock here in this frame?
yeah, she's still
in taking that pocket back. That's what Carrie's thinking. She's made it full ball.
yeah. It's bold.
It is.
Would have been better. I mean, where it's landed, not so much. But if you could have got the cue ball to stop in the middle of the bottom cushion and had that yellow in front of the red at the top, then I agree with your point. But now that's gone in. If Carrie pots this one and doesn't deal with the one on the right hand side, then all of a sudden, Reds right now feel favourite.
But crucially, not at the table yet.
Yes, that's the point. It's gone wrong for Carrie this visit. Whatever she tried first out, it didn't work and kind of just potted herself into trouble.
What is she looking at here?
She's looking at a very expansive loss of turn, I think. Well, that's what she was trying.
Not to be.
Yeah, that wasn't Carrie's best visit. Would have been better maybe just to find a safe area of the table and wait for another opportunity rather than trying to kind of force it. Odds against making the clearance for sure.
Oh, it's not the best shot Krish has ever played.
Well, he tried to do a lot more with that than I thought he would.
Yeah, landing on the table all of a sudden is just, it feels a little tricky.
Could just drop it in, get the cue ball top cushion and play the double. He's going to try and land on it.
He's a good line. A little bit pacey. He'll take this though. If he was 2 feet closer to it, he'd fancy it a bit more. It's for 2-0. Just 8 minutes left as well. And in it flies.
And remember, the draw keeps him in the night, gets him into that 6 red, doesn't it? So
yeah, and I think at this stage, if you offered them that, snap your hand off. Needs a ball. He's not going to start with one.
yeah, and these are good. These reds are nice. What an opportunity here for Toni to really hurt the Irish duo.
Yeah, remember, defeat eliminates Carrie and Shaun.
Connections here are all really nice. Yeah, drop in, leave centre. It all connects well here. Only one that slightly doesn't connect is the one just to the right of the 8 ball. I'd be tempted, I'd want to get rid of the one nearest top right hand corner in 2 shots time. So I'd want to be, well, she's not. I would have wanted to be straight enough to get across to the right hand side, but that shouldn't be a big problem. You can go up and control herself at the middle of the table now. Could play across for that red. I think the red, obviously it goes in the right centre, there's just not much room, but I think it goes bottom left. Yeah, Krish has just come to have a look.
Yeah, there you go. Lined up.
She looks too straight on this one though. Yeah, it was too straight. I think you should have rolled forward there. It goes bottom right as well. Big pocket bottom right. If you roll forward on that line, you're not getting on it into right centre, you're getting onto bottom right corner.
Well, she's got the option. If she can hold, hold. If you can't, twice across. Just trying to hold. And in the end, not done either.
Yeah.
Shaun Sharkey leaps to the table.
Missed a trick there. It was actually fine. I was thinking bottom left because it's more of an open pocket, but bottom right plays as a big pocket and could easily got there. It was actually perfect to get there. 5:30 then for Shaun. Got to make this quick. Ball by the horns then. Play the combo.
Yeah, how brave you feeling, Shaun?
Yeah. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to at all, but I think he's going to. Gets it all wrong, but plays it in a clever way. That was more of a loss of a turn than an actual genuine attempt at the combination, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think he's played that cue ball very deliberately.
Yeah.
Gettable though for Toni.
It was
Did
just
get the red.
for-
Where's the 8 ball?
No.
Could you believe that? Toni Beszelzen somehow makes the 8 ball. Shaun Sharkey almost embarrassed, shakes her hand. That's a frame lost for Toni and Krish. But you can't believe that. Watch this again. I mean, how on earth has that gone in? Look at the angle the 8 ball hits the cushion with. She's imparted side onto it to spin it back. Shaun and Carrie winning this next frame doesn't just secure a draw. There's still room in this match for a win for them. But they aren't going to get first visit in this frame. This has come out really nicely for Krish and Toni.
Oh, hasn't it ever? These go. Pretty sure the red. I don't know if you can nudge into the other, but you probably don't need to. But you're on this to bottom right. They're going to take the one to bottom left. I think that's harder part. I think take the one to bottom right.
Yeah, then take the one to bottom left after that.
Yeah.
This is really tough. Look how long Tony's bridges haven't
It's
to be
not.
here.
It's not a great line of cue ball either. So they decided to move the layout a little bit. Maybe they just didn't like that little cluster of 3. It looked good to our camera angles, but it can't have done. Can't have been good.
Yeah, I don't know what they are now.
Nothing.
They might have a red
the
to
honest
top
answer.
left, and that's it.
That red might get in the way. Oh, and look at that. Look, they've had another touch of fortune on the right-hand side. From Carrie and Shaun's perspective, they're happy to come to the table, but they were hoping for a better layout than what they've got.
Shaun's going to play the last turn. Krish and Toni's lifeboat is to the top right of the table. That red is a huge problem for Shaun and Carrie, who remember trail.
Yeah. got to find a
Shaun
way.
and Carrie just have to go. If they're on this yellow to right middle now, have they got an angle to fly into it?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. Tempted just to play the, yeah. Okay. I thought she might have just been playing that red-yellow. Risky, pushing the red up to the top cushion and leaving the cue ball where the yellow is.
Well, you can't risk giving the frame away. That they know by rights they should win that frame because this red is dead in the water for reds. So for Krish and Toni, it feels like the only way they win this frame is by Carrie and Shaun giving it to them.
But then I
Is there enough time for Carrie and Shaun to just engineer it?
Toni and Krish should not be potting balls here. They should just pull back and ask Carrie and Shaun to make it happen, because for them to get the victory here, they should. This is a risk.
Well, they obviously think they can do something here, and by they, I mean Krish, because he's lining something pretty spectacular up.
Oh, well, that works. That red goes. Can you believe that? That's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. Not what he was playing, but he'll take it.
Well, will he ever? And in it flies.
But not on the 8-ball. Not nicely anyway.
But Carrie and Shaun were halfway to the table. How thin do you want this? I don't even think it cuts, does it?
It does cut, yeah, it does.
Just about. But it was so tough.
I tell you what.
Well, 1 minute 30, 6-red shootout is bang in play here.
I tell you what, if Krish makes the pot, the cue ball's in off as well. If he missed it slightly thick, the cue ball comes slightly too low. If he hits that centre pocket, it's in off all day.
Oh, this is brave. It's brave. They've developed the bad ball.
They actually want them to get out of this snooker and just move the 8-ball away so that yellow goes. That would be the best outcome for Carrie and Shaun. Yeah.
That's exactly what Toni's done.
Yeah. Now it's time to go and
Toni
get
had
the
to
clearance.
try that. She's tried to bend it to find the potting angle. It's a really, really tough shot.
I know it's early, but I feel like they've lost the clock here. I feel like they've lost the clock. There's only a minute to play. Well, less than a minute now, 50 seconds.
They've really got to fly. Plan must go. It does.
Not on the next ball nicely, and the plant at the top is no good. Yeah.
Carrie's got to make this. 35 seconds and ticking. This has got to go in. Oh, had such a good go at it. They might have one last chance. Although I think the clock is going to run out of time.
They've got no chance. The only way they get a chance, only way it's a 6-red now is if they make the 8-ball and foul.
We very nearly made the 8-ball. I don't think there's enough time here. 12 seconds for the better part of 6 balls. And it's going to be such a heartbreaker for Shaun, Sharkey and Carrie Randle, who are just going to run out of time. What a dramatic end to our final mixed pairs group of the night. Toni, Beszelzen and Krish Patel have done Liam White and Megan Proctor a massive favour, and they are through to finals night. Commiserations to Carrie and Shaun, who put up a great fight, but Megan Proctor and Liam White are into finals night, and we'll hear from them next.